A lot of us grew up to have a romanticized view of federal prosecutors and law enforcement. They were all like Eliot Ness and the Untouchables. Truth, justice, and the American way. It was about locking up the bad guys and protecting the rest of us. And there are many dedicated men and women across the country serving as assistant U.S. attorneys who are doing just that. But sadly, we've also seen egregious examples in recent years of prosecutions of prominent figures that seem to have been politically motivated. Prosecutions that resulted in huge miscarriages of justice. One such case was that of conservative filmmaker, author, and old college friend Dinesh D'Souza, who was pardoned today by President Trump for a conviction stemming from a $20,000 bundled campaign contribution to 2012 Senate campaign of friend Wendy Long. Obama's U.S. attorney, Preet Bharara, went for broke against D'Souza in a case that could have been easily disposed of with a fine and should have been. This is D'Souza, whom I spoke with exclusively on radio today.
With regard to Preet Bharara, I see him as, along with Eric Holder, as sort of part of this Obama team of goons, if you will, that was unleashed to get me in retaliation for the movie I made about Obama. And I think Bharara's ambition was that he would prove that by getting a fellow Indian, he would kind of endear himself to the Obama team. It was a move of ambition, as I understand it. But, this would have to file this into the Karma is a department. Preet Bharara got fired by Trump, and I got pardoned.
Well, D'Souza was sentenced to 8 months at a community confinement center and 5 years of probation and community service, a $30,000 fine and counseling. He called it a failed attempt at re-education. When Republican members of Congress who suspected political motivations pushed for the release of D'Souza's FBI file, the department balked. When they finally turned over the file, at least made access to the file, they found out that his political affiliation and work critical of Obama had indeed been referenced. From the FBI report seen by a Republican member of Congress, it said the following. D'Souza is likely an ultra-conservative right-wing author and creator of a documentary critical of the Obama administration. Because of D'Souza's purported conservative beliefs, it is likely that D'Souza orchestrated the excess contributions. The agent's name, who wrote the above description, was redacted. The expenditure then authorized for a case concerning $20,000 worth of campaign contributions, $100,000.
What my case shows in miniature is the way that Obama and Hillary, too, have gangsterized the U.S. politics. There's a new turn that's come in American politics, and Trump is, I think, very well aware of it. In some ways, he's the product of it.